Hey y'all, so we're going to go over Zoom and how to set it up and some of the features. So you go to Zoom, you can create an account. It's super easy. When I go to my account, it went through and it was super simple. It took about 20 seconds. There's all sorts of features with the free version right now that aren't typically there. So when I go through and I'm going to schedule a new meeting, I'm going to name it anything I want, but let's say that I'm hoping to be able to lead it with, my students. I know we all kind of had that thought. And I'm going to set it up for today let's set it up at, we'll do it for tomorrow at 8. I'm going to do it for an hour. I can set something as a recurring if I want to, whether it's daily or it's every 2 days, because if I want to do something every other, however I want to set that up. It looks like if you set it as a recurring, it has this feature automatically. I can unclick it and not require a meeting password. I definitely can if that's something that I want to do. When I'm setting these up, I like to start with the host and the participant being able to have their video on. Basically, what I'm setting up on this page is what's going to happen when they enter the Zoom. So I want the host and the participant. Participants can turn off their cameras and the host can turn off their cameras at any time throughout the meeting. But this is just when we're coming in. So I want it to be both, telephone and audio. And these are kind of the cool features we have down here. So if I was doing something with PLC groups and colleagues, I might want to have them join before the host. If I'm doing it with students, I don't necessarily want that, but maybe I want to enable a waiting room. So basically they sit somewhere until I allow them to come in. If I'm doing this with students, I want to mute participants upon entry, but maybe I don't want to do that with colleagues. And I may want to record the meeting automatically on the local computer if that's something that I want to do. So I'm going to click Save. And then there's some really cool features. So I can add this to my Google Calendar, right like this. So I would go through and set this up as an event. So students can go to that event and the Zoom piece is all down here. So then they just click. I can go through and set it up on my Google Calendar so that they can see it and it pops up on theirs and it has all the same features. You're not obviously going to put conferencing because this isn't a Hangout, this is a Zoom, which all the information is down here. So that's a really cool piece. What I found out when I was working with another teacher is if you share it to an Outlook calendar, that only works if you have Outlook downloaded to your computer. It doesn't work with the web pieces. So it has all the features that I have down here. I can edit it if I want. I can save it as a template. There's also this piece with converting the meeting to a webinar that's a view only participants. So they wouldn't necessarily have their webcams. They would just really be able to view it, which is kind of an interesting feature. So I'm going to go ahead and start this so that we look at what it looks like. So I might open Zoom, okay, because it needs to be downloaded. What I just found out is that you can launch it and you can have it start from the browser. So if you cannot download or run the application, you can start from the browser. But if you saw, this thing only popped up when I kind of clicked through and clicked cancel, because it wasn't here a little bit ago, but when I started clicking and having trouble, that's when it showed up. So that's the video for when we get in. I'm going to, and I'm running out of time, as you can see, I'm going to go through and do another one for what happens when we are in and some of the features there.